What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. I'm gonna be breaking down this woman's thoughts on dating hood dudes, okay? And excuse her profanity because she is extremely vulgar, but that is okay, guys. We're gonna break it down, and this is gonna be a little different format. I wanted to get more surgical with these things, so without further ado, here we go.
Today's video is going to be about hood nigga problems. Or really, problems with dating hood niggas, okay? There's always been a trend. This is nothing new. There's always been a trend with glorifying the thugs, the gangsters. You know, the pretty girls always getting them. There's always been like a stigma around thugs and gangsters and hood niggas.
And she's right. There always has been a push in the black community, especially of gangsters and thug dudes and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we seen the mob bosses, and they was getting, you know, a lot of those, they were getting wives and stuff like that. Like, and they'll probably deal with, you know, some some girls who was selling the WAP on the side. But when it comes to the black community, it was like these dudes is just getting every girl, baby mama here, baby mama there. They're not really settling down, and that is what a lot of these sisters are attracted to nowadays. That's why they can speak on being in a toxic relationship, abusive relationship, controlling relationship. That's why they can speak on that, because they've been in so many different hostile relationships.
Always getting the prettiest girls, and the prettiest girls always been attracted to the hoodest niggas. You know, and it's been glorified in TV and movies and music, and entertainment in general. This is just something, and just society-wise, especially when you talk about black people, it's always been glorified to be dating the biggest drug kingpin, or the realest nigga on the block, or just, you know what I'm saying, the hood dudes. It's always been kind of glorified, especially in the black community. But not only in the black community, in other communities as well. And I think one of the main reasons that is because hoodness is kind of associated with masculinity, and a lot of women like masculine, or the most masculine, the alpha males.
And that is the problem. This is what these women don't understand. They're basically turning hood into masculine. Like, they think hood is masculine, and in all actuality, we know that most of these hood dudes, most of these dudes who in and out of jail, they're coming from a single mother household, so they really have never been taught how to be a man, and they're overly emotional, and they get in their feelings, and they get butthurt about situations, and they respond violently. So I think what is happening is there is becoming, you know, an equivocation with violence and masculinity, and those are two different things.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are attracted to that masculine energy, and they kind of... I disagree. You done ask right now? Yo, I know you did not. No, your ass did not just motherfucking shit. Scared the shit out of me. A lot of women misinterpret that masculine energy for this hoodness, when honestly, I mean, they can be associated, but it doesn't automatically mean just because you a hood nigga, you're masculine, or you're, you know what I'm saying, you're an alpha male. It doesn't automatically mean that. It just means you a hood nigga. You a nigga from the hood. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women get deceived by that, just by thinking just because he's from the hood, he had a rough upbringing.
And she's right. A lot of women do get deceived by that, because a lot of these hood dudes are coddled. They're never really corrected on their behavior, and that's why they go out into society and start wreaking havoc and causing destruction and causing damage. It's because these hood dudes, they have never been held accountable for anything in their life, kind of like a lot of these modern day women.
He's going to be more masculine. Let me say this before I even get really into this video, is that this is not to make any excuses for hood niggas. This is not to make any excuse to justify their behaviors or characteristics or toxic characteristics that they may have when it comes to being in a relationship with women. You know what I'm saying? This is not an excuse. If you can't handle, if you don't like what your nigga is doing, regardless of what the situation is, leave that nigga. Like, it's just that fucking simple. You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle it,
And, you know, I always find it so funny that women are so quick to call brothers the N-word, right? But when dudes start saying the B word or the H word, then it's a big problem. And, you know, things are erupting. Even though the history of the N-word is so much more detrimental than the history of saying the B word and the H word, okay? And that just brings me to the point that a lot of women, especially the sisters, they feel like brothers are discardable, okay? They feel like they can, you know, keep you here and then bring you on when you want, or I got this brother here to, you know, clap the cheeks. I got this brother over here to do whatever he want to do. I let this brother ride my Nissan Altima and all this kind of stuff. So they have so many guys around them, especially these mocha and light-skinned chicks with a fat ass. They have so many guys around them that they are basically, they feel like these dudes are discardable, and they feel like these dudes pretty much they can get off with whatever because they can just have the next one lined up.
You feel like it's hurting you if you're not getting anything out of a relationship, leave that motherfucker. It is what the fuck it is. Now, number one, a lot of these women have this mentality of trying to save a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Captain Save a Hoe is Captain Save a nigga. Like, real shit. They be trying to put on their fucking capes, trying to save these niggas. And this is another thing that's honestly been glorified. And
that's the truth. A lot of professional women, a lot of professional black women, a lot of these sisters who have good jobs, good hair, all that kind of stuff, they got their whole life going for them. They go and deal with these guys in the crevices of the streets. Why? Because, like she said, they feel like they're alpha, they feel like they're attractive. Because the guys who are in her own professional field, for one, they're not making, you know, that fast money, right? They don't have their own hustle. They go into the job, the 9 to 5, just like she is every day. And let's keep it a buck. A lot of guys who are stuck in that 9 to 5 grind are pretty beta, okay? That's just the facts. I mean, a lot of guys, they're passive. They're not entrepreneurial. They don't really have that ambition. And a lot of these women are seeking that type of life. Like, they don't want the stability. They want more of the volatility and, you know, good sex.
women think that we can change these niggas. Like, oh, he had it so rough. He been through so much. I'ma be there for him. I'ma show him that I'm a ride or die. I'ma show him that he can do better. I'ma level him up. We gonna do it. But it's like, a man, listen to me. This is for, not even just a man. This is for anybody. You can't make nobody motherfucking change, okay? You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way a person is going to change is if they self-reflect, they see the changes they need to make, and they decide to make those fucking changes. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women have the idea that they can get with these men and make them a better man. Well, that's not the fucking case. You can give him the tools. You can show him the things that he's missing. You can tell him about himself, tell him the bad characteristics or the toxic characteristics he needs to get rid of. But at the end of the day, he's only going to change if he allows himself to change. Like, it's just that simple.
And this is the toxicity and the power dynamic structure that we have in the black community, where the women are trying to tell hood dudes how they should be, how they should carry themselves, how to be a man. And we all know that these women cannot teach a man to be a man. But it's like, it's funny that they always say that guys are intimidated by their money and guys are intimidated that they're a successful, strong, independent woman. When in all actuality, the fact of the matter is, a lot of these chicks, they're just not compatible with, you know, a regular 9 to 5 brother. They're just not compatible with a regular, you know, manufacturing working brother, a blue collar brother. They're not compatible because they don't know how to be a wife. They don't know how to be more feminine, okay? And they want to have the power dynamic. They want to have the control. And when they're actually dealing with a genuinely masculine guy, not a guy who just says, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass if you do this. Like, that's what these hood dudes are doing. Like, if in reacting to random other guys and getting involved in the beefs and stuff like that, that's catty. That's what women do. But see, the women have it confused and think that a guy getting in a beef and a guy fighting and at school or something like that is masculine, when in all actuality it's really feminine.
So a lot of them get attached to just thinking that they can be this savior figure in these men's lives. Think that, oh, okay, I'm going to be the one to change him. He's going to pick me. He's going to marry me because I'm going to show him the best things he's never had. See, one of the biggest problems with that is that a lot of these men are the products of their environments, okay? Everyone, for the most part, is a product of their fucking environment. Unless, like I said, you decide to self-reflect and make those changes about yourself. But for the most part, a lot of people are just going to be the product of their environment. And not only that, a lot of these niggas don't understand the traumas that they have really been through. If you had a rough upbringing, you grew up in the hood, not a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Even one parent in the household, whatever the case may be, abusive family members. Like, there's a lot of trauma that these men have gone through that they haven't dealt with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of subconscious things that they do that they don't even realize they're doing because they've been fucking traumatized when they was a child.
My thing is, they know they have so much experience with these hood dudes, and this is pretty much where we gonna cut it right here. The video is called For the Love of the Thugs if you want to check it out. But she has so much experience with these hood dudes and talking so intelligently about these hood dudes and their mindset and their psychology. And it's just like, what about a regular guy? Why don't you just deal with a regular guy? You don't even have to deal with these hood dudes. But that's what you want. You want the excitement. And this is why brothers are dating out. This is why you see brothers who make it to the top, they're dating out, because a lot of times the black women that try and deal with these upper echelon brothers, they done already been ran through by Pookie and Ray Ray. So now they're the ones who are carrying the traumas of these Pookies and these Ray Rays. Not only the trauma that those brothers have been through, but the trauma that those brothers have put those women in, or those women through. Okay, so, I mean, it's a tough situation. I honestly don't see anything changing. I see it getting worse. But maybe I'm a pessimist. I mean, I know for myself, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I don't know. You know, it is what it is. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Reclaim your throne.